Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my Raw review for April 15th, 2013. And this Raw was actually, it wasn't that great, to be honest with you. It kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't, it just wasn't a good Raw. I mean, I don't want to see Team World Scholars versus the Great Khali and Santino Marella. We don't want to see them. I don't want to see, what else was there? Anything I don't want to see. I want to see a stupid storyline with Ryback and John Cena. I don't want to see any Kofi Kingston versus Antonio Zone for the U.S. title. Those are that stuff like that. But let's just get right into it, shall we? Commentators were JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler. It tells you what's gonna happen with the CM Punk coming to talk about what happened with the Undertaker, and Ryback attacking John Cena. And then it just kicks off with Randy Orton and Sheamus versus Big Show from rematch from SmackDown. It's kind of the same as it was on SmackDown. I didn't really review that. It was just kind of eh. Like, I did like some parts. I liked it when Big Show, how Sheamus usually does the clubs on, to his opponents. Big Show kind of did the same thing using, his little chops. Randy Orton doing the DDT off the top rope, but we've seen that before, but it was just kind of cool still. Then, Big Show goes for the chokeslam on Randy Orton. Sheamus hits the bro kick, and Randy Orton hits the RKO for the win. That's really it right there. It was just, that's all that happened. Nothing else happened. And then it shows 3MB trying to attack Triple H. And then the Shield come out and attack Triple H. Well, and then they attack 3MB. 3MB gets interviewed, and Heath Slater says that he's gonna go that the 3MB is gonna call out the Shield. So then I have 3MB calls out the Shield. They all try to call out the Shield. Brock Lesnar actually ends up coming out, and I thought that was awesome. I was not expecting Brock Lesnar to come out. That was awesome. He comes out, he attacks them. He gives Jinder Mahal a sick-ass belly-to-belly suplex. Then he F5s Drew McIntyre. And then Heath Slater tries to escape, but Brock Lesnar runs out of the ring and clotheslines him, and he F5s him over the timekeeper's area 2 times. Paul Heyman comes out, and then Paul Heyman says that that Triple H was a hell of a competitor, that he was able to destroy Brock Lesnar and knock him out, but then JBL says, yeah, with steel steps and a sledgehammer. Then Brock Lesnar says that he wants to fight Triple H again. He wants to fight him at Extreme Rules in a steel cage match. And then he says, just like Triple H says, we got 2 words for ya. Challenge issued. So now at Extreme Rules, we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Triple H in a steel cage match. I'm glad they did something different. I actually thought it was going to be Hell in a Cell, but steel cage works too. And then we have Antonio Cesaro defending the United States Championship against Kofi Kingston. It was a decent match. Antonio Cesaro hits a sick uppercut on Kofi Kingston. He hits an uppercut in the corner. Well, actually, before the match, he has a microphone, he yodels. I do not like the yodeling stuff that Antonio Cesaro is doing. I don't know what they're doing with that. Get that off TV. But, Antonio Cesaro, what else happened? Kofi Kingston does hit the Triple in Paradise on him, though, on the outside. Well, Cesaro falls on the outside. He hits the, then he hits the SOS on him, but Cesaro grabs the rope. Then Kofi Kingston goes for a crossbody, but Cesaro catches him into a backbreaker. Then Kofi Kingston goes for like a Hurricanrana, but Cesaro goes for a neutralizer. Kofi Kingston blows him up for a pin. Then Kofi Kingston hits Trouble in Paradise and wins the United States Championship. So we have a new United States Champion. And then Kofi Kingston, Josh Matthews interviews Kofi Kingston and says that he brought the United States Championship back home. It's just like, the match was good, but what are they doing to it? What happened to Antonio Cesaro? It's like, he was doing awesome with that United States Championship. He was beating guys like Tyson Kidd, Justin Gabriel. He was having like awesome matches with those guys. He was lifting up the great Khali, Brodus Clay. He was having an exceptional feud with The Miz. What else? That's it. Okay, and he was having good matches with Randy Orton and Sheamus, and now he's just kind of going nowhere now. I think now that he lost the United States Championship, he's gonna go nowhere now. Suicide Dive Wrestling said that he pissed off somebody in the back, and I think he must have, because it seems like he's gone nowhere ever since that's happened to him. They were doing stuff with them, and now they just kind of dropped the ball with Cesaro. It's just stupid. I mean, it's just like Cody Rhodes last year. They were doing stuff with him, and now he's just doing nothing. Now he's going nowhere now. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, I think Cesaro's probably just going to invoke his rematch clause, and then he's going to lose, and then nothing's going to happen. We get an advertisement for All Mankind, the life and career of Mick Foley advertisement. That could be a decent movie. Maybe I'll try to buy it. We get a WrestleMania 30 ad saying that it's in New Orleans again. It shows Dolph Ziggler cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, the entire thing. AJ Lee and Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston backstage heading for Dolph Ziggler kind of promo. WWE Super Fan Show ad, Dolph Ziggler promo. He comes out and he says that he's the world champion and that he's the show-off. Everybody shows off, and he talks about the NFL, how they show off, and the NBA, how they show off. And that he has an awesome girlfriend, and now that he's the world champion, he doesn't want to share it with anybody. Alberto Del Rio comes out, and he wants to invoke his rematch clause right now. So Vicky Guerrero makes the match, but then Jack Swagger and Zeb Colter come out, and Zeb Colter says that Dolph Ziggler's the reason you're about to have this world championship match. And he says that Dolph Ziggler doesn't deserve to be world champion, and Del Rio doesn't deserve another title match. He tries to attack Del Rio, but Del Rio fights him off. Then Biggie Langston gets in the ring, so that distracts Alberto Del Rio long enough for Jack Swagger to put him in the ankle lock, and so Del Rio gets injured, so he can't compete. We get Team Hell No backstage. Daniel Bryan stroking his beard, and Kane tells him to stop it. Hall of Fame ad. You can get it on demand for $7.99. But in all honesty, just get it. I think it's on YouTube, so you don't really need to do that. That's how I found it. It shows Jack Swagger attacking Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio's in the training room getting medical attention on his ankle. We get the Primetime Players versus Team Hell No. How many times have we seen this match? They've had matches. I think actually that was the first match that Kane and Daniel Bryan had when they became a tag team. And they've had matches. I don't really care, but the only thing I really cared about was next week it's going to be Team Hell No and The Undertaker versus Shield. Considering the fact, I'm not even, you know what, I'm going to call them this. Brothers of Hell. Because that mixes two teams together. That mixes the Brothers of Destruction together and Team Hell No. And I think that could be interesting. I think the Shield might win that match. Just to be awesomer. I'm glad though I get to see Kane and Undertaker team up again. So that's cool. But Kane hits the choke slam on Darren Young and Daniel Bryan hits the headbutt for the win. We get a slow-mo slam, and it shows Ryback and Cena from last week, just in slow motion. Okay. Then Ryback explains why he attacked John Cena last week. Pretty much the reason why he attacked him was because he was living in Cena's... Well, he starts out by telling them how Cena took him under his wing. Cena became his friend. That he said that he will always have my back. And it shows the promo when he gave him his title match when he was injured against CM Punk. Then he talks about how he didn't have his back after numerous attacks with the Shield. And it shows when the Shield attacked them on November 15th. I think it was like November 15th or something. Then it shows Ryback about to win the WWE Championship. And then the Shield from the TLC match earlier this year, but the Shield attack him there. He talks about how Cena got lucky when he won the Royal Rumble match because Ryback was the last person in the match. He talks about how he just left him high and dry at Elimination Chamber. But to be honest with you, Cena was in the match, so I don't get it. But he talks about how Ryback has had John Cena's back when the Shields attacked him. And then it shows the SmackDown where Ryback attacked... Well, the SmackDown on my birthday where the Shield attacked Ryback, and then Mark Henry gave him the World's Strongest Slam 3 times. Then he says that... Ryback says that he's the biggest threat to John Cena's WWE Championship. I don't really care much for this. It sounds like they just threw it together at the last minute. I think the reason why they have... Like, it doesn't make any sense. How does Ryback go from losing to Mark Henry at WrestleMania to being like the #1 contender to the WWE Championship? It doesn't make any sense. I have a feeling that this is what's happened. Since The Rock got injured, they had to throw something together because there's no way that they would have had that knowing that they were going to do this, that they would have had Mark Henry beat Ryback at WrestleMania. There's no way that they would have done that. I have a feeling that this was just a last minute since The Rock got injured, because I heard that The Rock was scheduled to be at Extreme Rules. So I think The Rock actually did get injured. I didn't think he did, because I thought he was making a movie. But yeah, he actually did get injured. By the way, I actually forgot about this. I want to give a shout out to the people that got bombed in the Boston Marathon. I forgot to, well, I didn't forget, but like I was going to do it at the end, but I'm just going to do it now while it's in my mind. I'm sorry for those people, but yeah. Ryback, John Cena. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it logically. Then it shows Brock Lesnar attacking 3MB. We get R-Truth versus Wade Barrett. We find out that our main event we're going to have a Battle Royal, and the winner is going to face Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. The match was R-Truth wins with the pay dirt. That's the only thing I can recall that happened. I was texting Steve at that time about how Miz was Intercontinental Champion, then the next night Barrett just wins it back. That made no sense. And we were talking about how stupid it was that Kofi Kingston beat Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship. Team Bricky's backstage. They're trying to decide what to do with the world title situation since Roberto Del Rio got injured. Teddy Long comes in and he makes a match. He made a match between Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. Vicky says, "Does Teddy know about this?" And does Booker T know about this? And he says, "No." And he's like, "Not that I know of." So it's like, what? How did he make that match? So yeah, Vicky Guerrero just sends Brad Maddox to go out and tell him. It was just weird. Then I get the Great Khali and Santino Marella with Natalya and Hornswoggle versus Team Rhodes Scholars. Santino Marella hits the Cobra on Damian Sandow. Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes. Yeah. Pretty much Sandow just rolls him up after that. I just don't care. Okay, I don't care about that match. It's not really worth talking about. Like, it's just... Rockpocalypse ad. Jerry the Kid Lawler interviews Fandango. I'm glad that Fandango's over with the crowd. Like, they showed how, like, Fandango took over the world with one of the weathermen going da 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 da. I kind of like that. It's just like the yes chant from last year, the no chants. It's just it's nice. I think he was out there to get that pop. Fandango just asked if he wants to do some Fandangoing. They can only do it if they can say his name, but they can't say his name, so they can't do it. But they just do it anyways. John Cena interview. He just says that he's going to call out Ryback face to face. Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter versus Dolph Ziggler with AJ Lee and Big E Langston. This was actually a good match. Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler's balls go on the ropes, and then Swagger clotheslines him off it. Jack Swagger goes into the steel post. Dolph Ziggler does the Fameasser, and then he does the jumping DDT. Jack Swagger goes for a powerbomb. Ziggler tries to fight out of it, and then he throws Dolph Ziggler into the ropes rib first and rolls him up for the win. That's just how it went. That's... Yep.
Are you doing a video?
Yep.
Are you reading the other bag of popcorn in your bag?
Yeah.
Just checking. Were you pausing it?
No.
Or you just cut this part out when you're talking to your mother?
No.
What do you do?
It just goes there.
I would cut it out. I bet you can go back and edit it.
I don't know how. I'm gonna learn at some point.
Well,
after I get out of school, maybe.
So, what are you doing right now? What are you...
I'm talking about wrestling right now.
Monday
Raw.
Raw?
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody that loves Monday Night Raw.
Who?
This guy, his name is Tim.
Does he have a YouTube channel, or is he just him?
I'll have to find out. Alright, well. Continue on, I won't interrupt your video anymore.
Ever again?
I don't know about that. Probably again.
Okay.
Bedtime soon. It's gonna be on the video. See, I bet you can stop this, rewind it.
Yeah, but then well, no, because when you stop the videos, you have to start the video all over again. So that's why you have to stop them. And the editing software I use, I can only post them for 15 minutes, and the other one's just gone, so.
I still maybe stop this one over. You know, this one interrupted it forever.
It's okay.
Just saying.
It's okay. Yeah, but Jack Swagger gets the pinfall, so, then, Del Rio attacks Swagger from behind, and he throws him into, like, that big W that's, like, by the stage. And then, he gives him, like, that super kick, and then he gets the cross arm breaker while he's over the stage to get his retribution, which was fine. Paul Heyman and CM Punk are backstage. We get the app. I have the app. I never use it. I don't care. Sheamus interview. Mark Henry just puts him through the stage backstage, like the lighting backstage, which is just a random feud that means nothing. CM Punk comes out to cut a promo. He doesn't say anything for this was actually good. He doesn't say anything for a while. He talks about how when he was WWE champion for 443 days, and he always wanted more, and that something more was The Rock. Then he said, "What could be more than The Rock?" He tries to go after the streak, and he put Undertaker to the midpoint, and then he doesn't say anything. Then he just leaves the arena. I don't know what they're doing with this. I have a feeling that they just don't know what to do with CM Punk right now, because he's pretty much just done everything, which is kind of a shame. What if The Rock had still been around? I think he could have done Cena versus Rock versus Punk in the steel cage, or like an Extreme Rules or something. But all in all, that's fine. We get the SmackDown ad. It was nothing. Teddy Long and Booker T are backstage. Booker T is pissed that Teddy Long made the match between Swagger and Del Rio. So now Swagger has a future title match. He's the #1 contender. So Booker T makes a triple threat match for the world title between Ziggler, Del Rio, and Swagger. That actually could be good. I actually kind of want to see that. I think that's going to happen on SmackDown. Or Extreme Rules, but I'm not exactly sure. Kaitlyn versus Nicky battle with Brie Bella. I don't care. The Divas division means nothing in the WWE, and it's been that way for a while. The Bellas just win because I forget. They switch places and then they didn't move and won. That's just how it is. They do moves. Ryback's backstage going to face Cena. Main event ad, they advertise the Battle Royal was talking about. It shows Randy Orton and Sheamus versus Big Show and Mark Henry attacking Sheamus. So on SmackDown, it's going to be Sheamus and Randy Orton versus Mark Henry and Big Show in a tag team match. John Cena promo. He calls out Ryback. Then Ryback comes out and John Cena talks about how he finally found out the man he was. He attacked him from behind, and he says that he's the biggest threat to the championship. It's just like I don't really care to really talk about this though. But I will say that I thought it was funny. While they're talking, it shows the Shield, and I was like, why is it showing the Shield? Then the Shield come out, and because Cena offers to fight Ryback, so Ryback leaves. The Shield come out, and they kind of pause because Ryback's on the stage and Cena's in the ring, so they attack Cena. Ryback just stands there and does nothing while Cena's being attacked. Then he walks away from the stage and he triple powerbombs Cena, and then he just leaves. So I guess he's a heel, which, okay, yeah. It's just like, I think they did this just to show that he was a heel, because when he came out, he still did the exact same thing as when he was face. It's just like Randy Orton. He still kind of acts like a heel, but yeah, he's probably still gonna chant "Feed me more." Nothing's gonna change. The only reason they did this is because The Rock got injured. Because it's just like, I don't see them just having Ryback turn heel, being in like a title match just after he lost to Mark Henry. It makes no sense. But that's how Raw ended. It was just like I didn't care for really anything that happened. The only thing that was good was the world title situation, Brock Lesnar stuff, and I did do like the Shield. So I don't know, like, this is kind of like a below average show, and Brock Lesnar couldn't even save it. So what's probably going to happen is, at Extreme Rules, here's what's going to happen. Sheamus versus Mark Henry, Big Show versus Orton, I can still see that happening. The triple threat's probably going to be at Extreme Rules. John Cena versus Ryback. We only know we're going to get Triple H and Brock Lesnar. They actually did nothing with the Fandango Chris Jericho rivalry. They did nothing with it. That's exactly what was... It's just like... We're probably going to get Kofi Cesaro for the US title, and whoever wins the Battle Royal on Wednesday is going to face... what's his face? Wade Barrett at Extreme Rules for the IC title. It's just I don't really care about any of this. It's just like... Raw went from being awesome last week to, this week. It's just like, I didn't really care for really any of the stuff that they did. I don't care about the WWE title situation. It's just I don't care. How can I take it seriously? Ryback's explanation was, ugh. I still kind of don't know why he attacked Cena. He's saying that he was in his shadow, but what? How is he in his shadow? It makes no sense. I'll make that in a different video. That's pretty much it, guys. Raw was also tonight.